All right, all right. Okay, so we didn't change the mics here. Let's see how we can change all that. Oops. Guys, I messed up. I messed up. I messed up, guys. I messed up. Are we good? There we go. A little better. Is my mic still good? My mic is still good. Now we are changing this to the RTX. Very good. There we go. There we go. There we go. So I'll mute this. Almost there, my friends. Almost there. No, no, no. There we go. It looks great. This looks amazing. There we go. So, can you hear me? Is the mic okay? Please tell me the mic is okay. Mic. Yeah, all right. Okay, now we're just gonna check the view. Sitting properly. Put this here, put this here. No, I have to. Do that. There we go. So you might think, why is he never ready when he starts the stream? Well, that's because I try to save battery as much as I can. So the later I start, the better it is, basically. Gonna get a little bit of rechargeable thingies, batteries. And I gotta mute my stuff. Mute stuff. Hello. Please mute my stuff. Where's my mute it. There we go. Okay. Yes. All right. Feeling great. Feeling almost great. Wait, am I aiming the right way? Like, I want this to be so like super. Great. It's comfortable. Sitting comfortable. My hair is good. Can I see this chat? Can't see the chat yet. Go. Oh, let's go. Man, let's go. Alright, so I need this to be bigger. 300% is good. Yeah, I can read that. Oh, my plant is in the way. You guys excited? It's gonna be a great stream. I changed a bit. Yesterday was kind of a practice stream. You know, some people say it is so easy to just film yourself, or not easy, but people kind of advise others to go start streaming. Just like, yeah, just make a video of yourself. Just talk in a camera. Just start streaming. It's super easy. Well, it's not easy, okay? So what I've been doing is I've been watching, what's it called? What's it called? Call center things, right? Not call centers, but call, those TV call games, like you do not know who's watching, but you just have to be entertaining. And you're like, okay, there is a word here and it's missing a few letters, but we're talking about an animal which is gray and super big. And they say that he has a perfect mind, very, very good memory, you know, and they have to just pretend like there are a million people viewing, right? They don't know how many people are viewing, but they just have to pretend, right? So that's kind of what I'm doing right now. So I'm just gonna pretend like a million people are viewing me. And it's gonna be a very, very relaxed stream. Before we start the stream, by the way, this is very important. Before we just start the stream, all you millionaires out there, no, billionaires, let's say billionaires, all you billionaires out there, I'm looking for 300,000 euros. 300,000 euros to start a company, and I wanna basically give the money away to other coaches and stuff. But yeah, that's kind of the overall idea. I want to pay about 15 to 20 people a basic income so they can develop their coaching and they can develop their what's it called, their dreams basically in coaching and telling their stories. But I don't have enough money for that, and I'm building like this the company called Inner Confidence, and this big idea, this big company, and it's gonna be like a Deliveroo kind of thing. It's gonna be like a Deliveroo for self-development. So there's anything you need, like if you're sad or whatever it is, or you just feel down for a bit or negative, or you know, you can just go to Deliveroo and or Inner Confidence in this case, and then order whatever you like. Just like when you're hungry. If you're hungry, you go to Deliveroo. If you're sad, you go to innerconfidence.nl. And then you'll find like, you know, a quick motivational talk, or someone calls you up and, you know, talk things through real quick. Like it can be totally anonymous if you want it to be, but yeah, I'm trying to build something like that, because I believe that the distance from, you know, self-development, like there's such a big like discrepancy between getting help if you are, you know, depressed or if you have issues. Wait, it's tilted. Why are you tilted? No, you're not tilted. So yeah, I need 300,000. So if you're a billionaire, if you like have a lot of money, please contact me and say, hey, I'm willing to invest in you. So that's my message before we start the stream. And this stream is the open coffee stream, right? So you know the drill. We are gonna talk about self-development. We're gonna talk about fun things. We're gonna try philosophy a bit. If you have any questions, you can ask them, and you know, we'll go through them together, and maybe you will find an answer. So yeah, if you're looking for something amazing, if you're looking for something just to hang out and talk about like issues, I'm here. I'm here. I'm willing to talk about it. So yeah, that's the idea of the stream, and that's why I'm here. So let me talk about a few stories, because I noticed that if I'm not talking, like I was watching the video from yesterday, the stream from yesterday, I was rewatching it, and it's just very boring to listen to me. I don't know why, but well, I kind of know why, because I didn't have a story. I was just sitting there for 3 hours basically, and then Nick joined, and then we started the conversation. But this has to be entertaining without any guests, right? I have to be entertaining for myself. So that's kind of what I'm practicing right now. So what you just joined is a practice run about self-development and a few stories I prepared. So I'll be doing this from 9 till 12. So I'm gonna do this for 3 hours. And then, yeah, during this period of time, you can ask me questions, or you can comment, or you can discuss anything. And the topic is gonna be motivation. Actually, it's specifically focused on extrinsic motivation, right? Extrinsically motivated. Because I believe it's stupid. Extrinsic motivation is, you should not focus on that. And I mean, I know it's very helpful. I mean, people live on extrinsic motivation, but yeah, I think it's better if you don't extrinsically motivate yourself and just give up, which is a weird thing to say maybe, because, you know, giving up is such a taboo, right? But yeah, giving up is a very good thing. Giving up is actually very useful. And the reason why I say this is that if you have the feeling of giving up, then you're probably not doing the right thing at the moment. And it doesn't mean that you can never finish it or that you can never do it again. But just now, at this moment, you should not be doing that. And there are so many other things you can do at the moment that would be way more useful, way more productive. So I kind of want to give you an example of a good way of giving up. Actually, why giving up is always a good thing. And you shouldn't be afraid of giving up. So the first one is college and studies, right? When you are about 13 years old, you kind of pick your direction and you're kind of stuck with that. You cannot give up that direction, right? And when you finish high school, when you're like 17 or 16 or 17 or 15, I don't know what study you do, but 15, 16, 17 or 18, when you quit high school, you choose your college, right? And you get one choice. You get to choose one and then you're stuck with it. And maybe you can quit in the first half year and then choose another one and then go with that one. But after that, you cannot quit anymore. And of course, you know, nobody is stopping you to quit, but it's kind of a mental thing. If you quit a study more than 3 times in the first year, people tend to not like you, right? You feel bad about that. And the reason why you should give up is every time you give up gives you another opportunity to find what you really want to do. And when you're young, it is very forgiving to give up a lot because you don't really have a lot of responsibilities. So giving up is a good thing. And the more you give up, the more things you can try, the more broader your horizon will be, or your palette of opinions, basically. You tend to figure yourself out. So the more you figure yourself out, the more useful it will become to, how you say this? The more you give up, the broader your horizon. And the broader your horizon is, the more knowledge you will gain from the things that you do not want to do. So the more you know you don't want, the more you kind of can figure out what you do want. And that's kind of key in this whole ordeal about extrinsic motivation, because being extrinsically motivated is your mind trying to overrule your body, basically. So motivation is always a battle between intrinsic motivation and extrinsic motivation, right? Intrinsic motivation is commonly described as passion or purpose, but I would like to talk about intrinsic, or refer to intrinsic motivation as intuitive decision making, basically. So when you live your life on intuition, then you like to do what you want to do. Or you like to do what you're doing at the moment. And if you like to do what you're doing in a moment, you feel like you're not motivated. You don't need any motivation. You don't need any extrinsic motivation. But that's because you're intrinsically motivated. That's why it feels like you don't need motivation. And when you're doing things that you don't need to motivate yourself for, that means you're doing things out of intrinsic motivation. But when you face yourself having to make it fun or make yourself like the things you're doing, that is extrinsic motivation. So you're forcing yourself to like something that you actually don't want to do. And extrinsic motivation can come in a lot of ways, but the more you use extrinsic motivation, the more tired you get. And when you're younger than, I would say, like 30, then extrinsic motivation is not such a drain on your energy, right? So you can deal with it and it's all fine. But the older you get, the more difficult and the more draining it is, the more tired you will become, and that is gonna turn itself into stress. So when you learn to give up on an early level, when you're younger, and you learn to give up, it kind of sets you up for success in that sense, because you're not committed, you're not forcing yourself to do things you do not like to do. So you'll find the things that you do like to do. And when you find those things, life becomes so much easier. Because come to think of it, right? Why do you need so much sleep? Why do you feel always tired? Why is a good sleep schedule the first thing that people advise you to do? That is because you are exhausted after a day of working against your will. It's draining so much energy, so you need a lot of sleep to repair yourself. Then comes food. Why do you need good and healthy food? That's because you're stressed out. Your body needs that energy to deal with all that extrinsic motivation, deal with that leakage of energy, right? So when you take care of the cause, like if you don't use extrinsic motivation and you only live off intrinsic motivation, you're gonna save a lot of energy. That's why a lot of monks can go without food for so long, because they are saving their energy for the things they like to do. They are working on intrinsic motivation instead of extrinsic motivation. Again, extrinsic motivation is taking energy from you because you don't like the things you're doing. You have to force yourself to like the thing that you're doing. So the problem with that is that every time you go to work, it's already costing you a lot of energy to go to work. And every time you're at work or in work, then it takes you energy to keep working on it. It is draining your willpower to be motivated to keep working. And the cause of this is we never learned how to give up. And we are always told to never give up. We're always encouraged to keep going and to reach your goals and to set a goal and to plan to it and to make it work so that you get your goal. And the problem with that is that because we never learn how to give up and that we're always punished or pressured when we do give up or when we change our minds, we learn how to extrinsically motivate ourselves and we learn how to be more disciplined, how to gain more discipline. This is the topic of yesterday actually, but extrinsic motivation is for today. So the more you do that, the more you're extrinsically motivated, and the more you don't learn or teach yourself how to deal with, with giving up, the more you're afraid of giving up, the more stuck you will be. And it goes fine. Like when you're young, it's fine. You don't notice it much. But when you get older, it will become more difficult because extrinsic motivation is draining your energy every time. And by the way, if you're in the chat, you can say hi and we can talk about it and give me your opinion, and maybe we can have a discussion. If you don't agree with me, then I would love to hear your point of view and your side of the conversation, of course. Because this is what it's all about. I want you to change my mind, right? So I'm just offering my perspective. That's how I see the world, and I'm trying to be a little bit the devil's advocate, just to entice you guys to send a message and discuss it with me. And I know there's a 15-second delay, so you'll be a little later when you read it. But yeah, if you have a different opinion about extrinsic motivation, or if you have an opinion about extrinsic motivation, maybe motivation in general, please, share it. Please share it with me, and we can talk about it. Because I believe that a lot of people want to, have their own opinion about motivation. And to me, I did study a lot of intrinsic motivation back in the days with Academy, actually. And I learned a lot about it, and I figured I kind of gave it my own twist. I kind of realized that extrinsic motivation is not the motivation you want to have. And just like habits and routines, I feel like habits and routines can also hold you back in some way. I believe routines and habits, they kind of, okay, so you can have a goal, right? You can have an overall goal in life. And you can divide that goal in different little goals, okay? Then you can choose the path to reach those different little goals. And what habits and routines do, that is a extrinsic motivation basically to keep you on the path, on that one path to reach your goal, to reach your little goal. However, there are a million paths to take to reach that little goal. So why would you need a routine or a habit to reach that goal? Why don't just take the thing that works that moment in time? Like you might say, waking up at 7 every morning is a good thing. And that's a good habit to wake up at 7 in the morning. However, why not wake up at 7 one day and the next week wake up at 8, and the week after, or the day after, you wake up 5, or you never wake up, like you wake until midday, or you don't go to sleep and you work for 24 hours. I believe if you train yourself to get habits and routines, then you will only be focused on one way, on one path. And so the routines are for, how do you say? Routines are extrinsic motivation to keep you on one path, and extrinsic motivation in general, I would say, are ways to keep you on a goal that you do not want to do. And it's causing stress. So let's get back to extrinsic motivation, right? I believe extrinsic motivation is a very bad thing. We are taught to motivate each other extrinsically, but we are humans, right? The thing we did yesterday can be so much different from the person we are at the moment. We are humans, we change. We are part of nature, we are dynamic. There is no consistency there. And consistency is something our mind really likes, because then we can predict the future, and we are afraid of the future, right? We are afraid of the unknown. But if we find peace with the unknown, if we find peace with the future, with that fear of the future, then we don't need consistency anymore. We don't need to predict the future anymore, because we're not afraid of it anymore. And this is the wrong thing with prevention as well. Like, of course, preventing being ill is a good thing, but we are focused too much on preventing negative outcomes instead of working on positive outcomes. So instead of, no, I would say prepare. I would say, I'm gonna change it up. I was wrong. I disagree with myself now. So I'm changing my own mind. I would say prepare, wait, is it working? Yeah, it's working. I would say prepare for the worst case scenario and act on the best case scenario. So when you're in a relationship, for example, prepare to what you would do in the, okay, I should say that. I should say this. Try to prepare for the worst case scenario, but do not try to prevent the worst case scenario. Does this work for everything? Like, again, with illness, that doesn't really work, right? Again, and this is all dynamic. This should be a general rule, but okay. The first law would be follow intuition. That should be the first rule. Go with your gut feeling, follow intuition. And then the second one would be, is there a rule? It's more of a tip, actually, or advice, I would say. Okay, to summarize, to kind of talk about everything a bit, right? Let me get some water. Let me get some water before we keep going. Do you guys need like a presentation or something? Do you want like slides? Or are they not that necessary? I think we could get some slides, that would be fun. So I'm looking at my stream right now. I'm thinking to change it actually. I think we could change. No, I'm not going to use slides actually. I'm not going to use slides. I'm just going to talk about it. So I believe that you should prepare for worst case scenario and act on best case scenario, but never try to prevent the worst case scenario. Yeah, okay. So it's kind of a general advice. If you want to be optimistic, right? Like, I'd rather be optimistic than pessimistic. So what I do is I prepare for worst case scenario. So I think of the worst case scenario to happen. And when it happens, the worst case scenario is there, what will I do? That's how I prepare. However, I am not going to try and prevent the worst case scenario. I'm not going to plan and spend time to prevent worst case scenario. Yes, okay, that makes sense to me for now. Maybe I changed my mind. And the last thing is I act on the best case scenario. So, little example. When I get a call from my company and they want to meet me, I'm gonna prepare for being fired. I'm gonna say, okay, this meeting is probably because they're gonna fire me, or, I'm gonna say it's probably not because they're gonna fire me, but what if they fire me, right? So I'm gonna say, okay, after they fired me, because the worst case scenario is gonna happen. After they fired me, I'm gonna take these actions, I'm gonna do these things. However, my best case scenario is that I'm getting a raise, right? Getting more money. So I am acting like they're not gonna fire me, but they're gonna give me a raise. What I'm definitely not gonna do is preventing to be fired, right? I'm not gonna prevent trying to get fired. I'm just gonna work on a plan to what to do after I get fired. So again, try not to prevent bad things to happen. Try to prepare for when the bad things happen. And the cool thing about that is that you kind of annul the fear of bad things happening to you. Just because you prepared for it. Like, okay, if the worst things happen, like even though I tried to prevent it with all these things, but I do still get ill, I do still get COVID, what will I do then? And if you prepare for that, you're less afraid of getting COVID because you know what you're gonna do. Okay, I'm gonna spend time with my family for a bit on a distance, right? I'm gonna say goodbye to them. I'm gonna go in hospital in quarantine and, I'm gonna play a few games, or I'm gonna learn how to play chess, or I'm gonna buy some books that I wanna read while I'm in quarantine. So you prepare for the worst case scenario to happen. And when you do that, when you prepare for the worst case scenario to happen, you become less afraid. And when you're less afraid, you kind of diminish your stress, right? So it's positive all the way. Again, when you experience less stress, your body is more stronger, more versatile, so you won't get sick as easily. Because, you're not stressed anymore, you're optimistic, you're happy, you're positive, you're prepared for worst case scenario. If the worst case scenario happens, you know exactly what to do. So you diminish stress, you become more happy, you can become more positive, you'll become more healthy because your body doesn't have to deal with stress. It helps with your quality of sleep. People usually think that sleeping long times is a good thing. No, quality of sleep is very important. One example for that is when you drink a lot of alcohol and you go to bed, you kind of go into a coma, you sleep for a long time, but you're still not rested and you still feel like shit. That's because the quality of sleep is horrible. You don't have good quality of sleep. The same thing goes with stress. If you're doing things that you don't want to do, like every day of your life, your quality of sleep is going to diminish because during the night, your body is just dealing with all that stress and is not comfortable. So, to fight this is to fight the general feeling of fear, to some extent. And if you prepare for worst case scenario, you are removing that fear of that worst case scenario happening. And when you remove that fear of worst case scenario of happening, you get into a positive cycle, okay? So to slowly repeat what I said, just the motto so you can remember it maybe. Try to prepare for the worst case scenario, try not to prevent the worst case scenario to happen, and try to act on your best case scenario to happen. So again, if you go to that meeting, you are prepared now to be fired. You know what to do when you get fired, you know exactly what steps you're going to take. However, you're going to act like in that moment, in the moment actually when you're live, you're going to act like they're going to give you a raise, a promotion, right? So you go into that meeting pretending and thinking and totally believing that you're going to get a raise. So you'll be happy, you will be excited, you will be smiling all the time. It's like, hey, what's up? I'm great. I wanted to have a meeting. What do you want to talk about? You know, let's get down to business. And you'll be super positive. Why that is important, that's kind of like the placebo effect or the law of attraction, or, you know, when you read the book of The Secret, it's kind of the same thing like that. Esther Mullens, how are you doing? Yes, I do the same. If I fear something, I think it through. What would I do if it happens? It gives me trust that I will be able to deal with it. Yes, exactly. I know it's a 15-minute, there's a 15-second delay, but I will read it. But gives me trust that it will be able to deal with it. Exactly. And that trust that you will be able to deal with it makes you, actually, most of the times it won't even happen. Your worst case scenario will never, you know, actually occur because you're so positive, you're so optimistic, and, you know, placebo effect or law of attraction kicks in. Oh, I love it. Welcome to the tab. Yes, that's a very good, a good point. Yeah. So this kind of, let me think what I was talking about. This kind of builds upon this belief of having to reach your goals, for example. Like, some people really fight hard to reach their goals. And they set themselves, they make promises to themselves, they are very motivated to reach their goal and to get it. And the reason why they want to reach their goals is probably stemmed from fear, and like not achieving anything in life, not leaving a mark on life, not being able to take care of your kids, not having enough money to survive and stuff like that, right? So people try to prevent that worst case scenario of happening. One time it did happen, but it was not as terrible as I thought. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, there you go. So now you know it's probably not going to be as bad as you thought it's going to be, right? So but yeah, it's good that you are, that you fought through. And I like the mindset. It's a very good mindset. It's a very good mindset. So people are afraid people are trying to prevent the worst case scenario of happening by you know, studying hard and doing things they don't like just so that they have enough money for their future self to take care of their children. And it's a very normal behavior. It makes sense. It's very logical behavior and mindset, but it's not really the right way to live your life. And this stems from if reaching your goals, or if preventing something bad to happen, that path you're on, right? If that is costing you happiness in the moment, you should look for a different path to reach the same outcome, right? You should look for different ideas or different ways of living. Because trading in happiness for eventual results or prevention is not worth it. It's gonna be difficult to keep that up. But oh man, I'm so excited. I had my mind set on focusing on this story and talking about it, but now I'm actually very happy that someone joined the stream, Esther. It's kind of cool. Yeah, sometimes it's pretty lonely, but I can tell a story now to you. That's kind of nice, I guess. But yeah, what do you think about extrinsic motivation, Esther, actually? What do you motivate yourself, or are you extrinsically motivated to something? And I'll keep talking, but don't be afraid to answer the question, and just type your whole story and we can get back. But because of the delay, I have to like fill the 15 seconds to wait until you send a response, because you know that's kind of how the stream goes. It's not instant with it, which is pretty annoying, because Twitch is pretty instant, but you know, Facebook is not really that instant. So yeah, unless you don't want to answer, of course, you don't have to answer, but yeah, what do you think of extrinsic motivation? Is it something you do often? Do you have routines or habits, for example, like good routines or good habits, which is a form of extrinsic motivation in my point of view? Maybe I should change the title to "Do not build habits, whether they're good or bad." Maybe that could be a great statement. Maybe that would be my follow-up question. Do you think habits either good or bad? Well, do you think habits, even the good ones, are good to have? That could be something to talk about, right? Or like, yeah. It's kind of a weird thing to think about, because it is so natural. Like, people just assume habits are great and they just take it for granted, and the results usually are positive in hindsight, but while they're doing it, it's not as fun. Like, starting a habit or starting a routine is very difficult, and you know, you have to have some form of discipline to keep going. You have to make promises to yourself to keep that habit up, but doesn't that make the whole process a wrong thing? So maybe habits are not good at all. Maybe routines aren't good at all. Maybe we just are, because of the hindsight bias, like, hey, the result, or result bias, probably, what's it called? It's some sort of bias. Like, not just because the routine turns out to be positive for you. Yeah, let me see. If the result is positive outcome, if the result is something good, that doesn't mean that the method is a good thing. I should say that. I'm terrible at habits, but it does cost me energy because I have to think about it and remember myself to do stuff. Exactly, that's the thing that I'm worried about, or that I'm struggling with. Like, why would you, like, there are so many things that are that's a habit to you that you don't even think about anymore. You just do them. And that's just because you like doing them, right? So to build onto that, if a habit is something you don't want to do, or you feel like you have to force yourself or motivate yourself to keep up the habit, then is it a good habit, right? Then is the method good? So again, if the result is positive, if there's a very amazing result, that doesn't mean the method is the right way to go. It doesn't mean that the means to get to the result are a good means. So you might think like, yeah, we cured the world from all the diseases, like nobody's ever gonna be poor, but I had to kill a baby for it. Okay, let's change it up a bit. For every to have 7 billion people have an amazing life, like for 100 years, amazing life, nothing bad's gonna happen, but you have to kill one baby. And every 100 years, you go sacrifice a baby and it will be amazing. People will have no pain. That doesn't mean that the result is super positive, but the means are not. And you might say, okay, 100 years for 7.5 billion to be happy. I will kill a baby. Okay, let's diminish them. Until what point do the means not value the results anymore? And I believe that we as humans and we in nature have to find a way that the means are a good thing, that the means are worth the result. Not worth it, but the means are... Okay, I should say this. The result should not have any influence on the means. Like, if I would ask you, would you kill a baby? You would say, no, of course not. So when you say no to that, it doesn't matter what you get back anymore. It should stop there. It should stop there. The results should not matter. If I would ask you, would you do push-ups every day? Like 200 push-ups every day? Would you say yes to that? Like, no results. You will still be unfit. There is no gain for you. If the results are out of the equation, would you still do the work? Would you still do it? And that should also be the way you should select your job, right? If you don't get any money, if you don't get any benefits, if it's just a natural, balance, would you still do the thing? Again, would you do 200 push-ups every day and the results are zero? You don't get any healthier, you don't get any slimmer. Would you run 5 miles every day, but you don't get any fitter, you don't get any more stamina, you stay the same as this? Would you still do it? And if the answer is no, then you should not do that thing, right? Then you should change the way to get there. So people say, I want to get fit. And then the answer is, well, then you need to work for it. I believe that there are so many ways to get fit that you can find a way that doesn't feel like work for you. And one of the things I figured out is I like Tai Chi. I didn't know what Tai Chi was, but I like doing it. It's like a dance. Or people like dancing, or people like playing. For me, actually, this is the best example. I love playing football so much that I could run like an hour and a half chasing a ball and just running and shooting it. And I love it. It's amazing. Habits are also the small things like washing yourself or throwing out the trash. Yeah, but don't you have... Yeah, okay, that makes sense. But you don't feel like you have to do that, right? Like when you are, for example, when you are sad when you broke up with a relationship or something, and you feel super sad, you're not gonna go wash yourself, right? You're just gonna be sad for maybe 2 days or 3 days. You don't care about taking a shower, you don't care about taking care of yourself, you just don't care. You just are sad. Or when you lose a loved one, right? When you're depressed or something like that, you just don't take showers, you stop doing that because you don't want to do them. However, sometimes I just take a shower, not because I have to, but because I feel like it's fun to do. Just want to take a shower, just, warm up a bit. I don't feel like it's a work. It's not a habit anymore. It's not something that I have to do. So to like washing yourself, there should be like, if you feel clean, you don't wash yourself. If you think you smell nice, you probably don't wash yourself. But the moment you feel like, it's not really a habit then, is it? A couple of days, yes, longer time can get tricky, true. Well, if you're a gamer like me and just sit in the house all the time now, it's not getting that tricky. But to be honest, a habit is like you do things because you want to do things, right? If you feel stinky, you want to take a shower. You don't force yourself to take a shower. It's not like, oh, it's 6 o'clock now, I have to take a shower now, without any reason. You know what I'm trying to say? Like you don't, on a habit, do it on a certain time. You just do it because you think it's fun. Does that make sense? Like taking out the trash, you don't do it, like you're not gonna go take out the trash if there's no trash, right? But you take out the trash because it starts smelling bad, or you notice that the trash is like, the bag is almost full, right? That's when you do it. It's not like whether or not there is trash every week, every Monday morning you're gonna go do it, right? It's not that. That's not how it works. Well, it might work if you want to pick up, if there's like a scheduled delivery or pickup, right? Scheduled pickup of the trash. So those are like habits generally are called habits because you do them at a certain time to gain some advantage, to gain some sort of result. But what is more important is that you only do the things because you want to do them. Does that make any sense? Like at the moment, I'm waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning every day, and it's not that because I have to, but it's just because I want to. I don't feel bad about it. And when I don't want to wake up, I just turn off my alarm. Actually, I do set an alarm. Maybe I should work on that. That's an interesting point, actually. Like, to be honest, right, I'm just spitballing here, right? I didn't do any education, I didn't do any experiments, I'm just putting my thoughts here and I'm trying to make sense out of it. So maybe it doesn't make sense what I'm saying, maybe habits are super important, right? And they're the foundation of life and you need to have them, right? It could totally be it. I'm just trying to figure out what the truth is here, and I would love to talk with people and you know, give them their opinion about habits and routines. And from my point of view, I don't think habits are a good thing, or I'm trying to figure out why they are a good thing or why they're not a good thing. And if the reason is, well, habits are good because the results after you do these things, even though you don't like to do them, are super beneficial to the person you are and to personal growth, I would say, yeah, but then you are sacrificing happiness at the moment to be better in the future, basically. Right? Because if you, again, would you go to the gym even though you won't get any results? Like if you go to the gym, you do 200 push-ups, but you don't get any stronger, you don't get any fitter, nothing in your life changes, everything stays the same. So would you still do it? Would you still go to the gym? If the answer is no in that case, try to find another way. And I told myself, okay, I don't like going to the gym and I might get a little bit more buff and I might get a little bit more fit, but is it helping me? Is it fun? No, I don't like it. What do I do like? I like playing football. Okay, I'll play football every day. I love doing that, right? I love going to the park and just shoot some, kick a ball around. I would do that. Yes, totally. It is fun. I can do that for 3 hours straight. And it's probably getting me fitter. Same thing goes with Tai Chi, for example. Every morning I do Tai Chi now. It's amazingly fun to do. Oh, by the way, if you might need to refresh the stream if I'm not answering with your question within 15 seconds. But I'm reading every comment and I'm responding to every comment. It's just, delays. So yeah, if you notice that you are doing something you don't like to do, then you should look for another path to do the same thing. And that's what I did with fitness. I don't like going to the gym. I do like playing football. I don't like going on a run, 4 miles, but I do like Tai Chi. And the more you give up, the more other opportunities you will try. Like, I don't say give up on becoming fit, I say give up on the path you're taking. And in this society, almost everything is surrounded by money. But if you give up on money, you will notice that you can find other paths to get what you need. However, that's the tricky part. That's where fear comes in. So again, talking about extrinsic motivation, you need extrinsic motivation to do something you don't like to do. And I say, just don't do the thing you don't like to do, so you don't need extrinsic motivation. Why would you do things you don't like to do, right? In the first place. And that we kind of tied it to habits and routines. Like every morning I have to do push-ups. Every morning I have to run, otherwise I won't be fit. I won't be strong. I won't have, how would you say, attraction or something, great looks. But if you don't like going to the gym, there are so many other ways to get fit. There are so many other ways. I mean, you can buy this little a bike thing, you know, without the wheels, just a bike thing, and you can put it under your desk and you just can go, you know, do the motions under your desk. That's gonna get you fit. So in that sense, learn how to give up, and learn to give up a lot, but try to figure out whether you should give up on your goal, whether you should give up on your path, whether you should give up on, you have to specify. On the results, maybe you should want to give up on the results. So if you can figure out, if you're aware enough what you're struggling with, maybe the goal is still okay, but the path you're taking is not okay. And the moment you feel like you're extrinsically motivating yourself, you can be aware. You can say, hey, I'm forcing myself to do certain things. I'm forcing myself to get into a habit. But why not take another path? Why not look for another way to reach my same goal? And you might say, but there are no other ways. Well, there are like a million other ways. The key is finding them. And if you don't give up, if you don't stop doing things, there is no way for you to find your goals, right? There's no way for you to open up the horizon and see different perspectives. And if you're looking for different perspectives, join this stream, right? Go outside, talk to people, discuss your problems. Hey, how do you get fit? Hey, what do you do to be healthy? And that's the key, that is something that most people don't do. And that is reaching out to other people, communicate, talk with others, build a social network, ask questions in forums or in groups like, hey, I've been doing fitness for so long to get fit, but I just don't like it. It's like, I have to extrinsically motivate myself. How are you guys doing it? How are you guys getting fit? People say, I play tennis a lot. People say, I play chess, for example. Or people say, hey, I go on walks with friends. I just invite someone to go to a walk and we talk about stuff. Could be a way to get fit. Could be a way to get you outside. There are so many ways and paths to get fit. You don't need to force yourself doing one thing that works for a lot of people. You don't need to focus on, the one path that you decided and promised yourself to finish. Same goes with career. There are so many ways to make a career. You don't have to have an education. Of course not. So when you find yourself on a road you do not like, or you find yourself on a path that is extrinsically motivated, maybe try and change the path. Maybe try to find a new path. Maybe change the goal, which is also an option. Maybe your goal made sense when you were 16, but now that you're 25 doesn't make sense anymore. You don't want to do that anymore. You don't have to be committed to it. You don't have to be consequent. Like consistency is also one. Consistency is horrible. Let me get a drink. If we would always be consistent with everything we said, then we would never have relationships. Because when I was 6, I told my dad, ew, girls are ugly, I will never play with a girl. No, oh, I don't want to be friends with a girl. Right? Well, you said it, so it's consistent. Now you gotta keep holding on to it. Doesn't make sense, does it? You change over time. And people think it takes a long time to change slowly. No, you can change within a minute. You can change within a day. And you should be able to accept yourself for doing that. I thought I was gonna be an IT specialist for, I don't know, the better of 25 years. Figured out I want to be a motivational speaker or inspirational speaker or I don't know, coach, public speaker. Actually, last year I thought I was gonna be a trainer for Academy. I was really more focused on that. Kind of changed. I thought that I was gonna be a personal guide for inner confidence. Totally changed. Now I'm a streamer. I stream philosophy on Facebook right now. I want to be on Twitch, but they banned me for saying a bad word. Didn't even know what word I said, but apparently I said a racial slur. Still kind of sad about it. So let's do this way. So the most important thing with extrinsic motivation. When you're extrinsically motivated, that means you're on the wrong path. Actually, we talked about extrinsic motivation a lot. Let's focus on the other side of the coin, right? What is intrinsic motivation? And a lot of people find it difficult to determine between the two of them. I would say extrinsically motivated is rational thinking, and intrinsic motivation is intuitive thinking / decision making. Because intuitively, you don't really think intuitively. That doesn't work. But if you have ever had that feeling when someone tells you, hey, do you love me? And it says, yeah, I do. Why do you love me? And then you would say, I don't know why. I just feel like I love you. I don't know why. There is no reason, like rational thing to explain why I love you. I just feel that way. And that feeling, that is intrinsic. That's intuitive. Like, it's not the same as instincts, by the way. I think it's very difficult to differentiate for myself, between instincts and intrinsic, or intuitive. Instinct and intuition. But instinct is more of a reflex, I guess. However, intuition is kind of a long feeling. Instinct is direct, that's what I say. Instinct is direct. Instinctively, I did this and this and this. And intuition is more of a longing feeling. It is there all the time, basically. And one of the things with intuition is that, interesting point of view you're telling. I will start working now. Have fun and a nice day. Thank you, Esther. Thank you. Yeah, go have a great day. And have a great work day. Maybe we can talk about it later. So intrinsic motivation is based on your intuition. It's based on gut feeling, I would say. Or even gut feeling could be more instinct. Like we're working on this together, right? We're developing thoughts together. Let's think about this. Okay, I would say that gut feeling is just something people are very, very aware of, like familiar with. So maybe it's, in the example, it's nice to use gut feeling. Let me think. So the difference, I can really, the more I talk, the more I get a cough, basically. Let me think. Okay, so intrinsic motivation is like gut feeling. I think I'm gonna stay with this. Somehow mothers know when their child is crying because they're hungry or when they cry because they need attention. So sometimes the mother woke up and give the baby their food. Other times they are not bothered and they lead the child cry knowing that they just want attention, right? They're just being annoying and they want to tease. You intuitively know, like gut feeling tells mothers this kind of thing. We as dads don't really have that gift as much. I don't know why, but some have. It's not all. But we are less in tune. We as men are less in tune with intuition. Now, intuition is something that is not based on rational thinking. There's no cognitive thinking, any part of intuition. It's completely loose. It's completely before it. So first okay, actually I should say this. So there's something called intuition and there's something called insight. And intuition always comes first. Somehow you know that this is the right way to go. Or somehow you know this is the right decision, but you do not understand it yet. And then insight comes after. When your brain understands it, when it clicks, you're like, oh, this is why I should do this is why I should do this and this and this. That's kind of insight. And intrinsic motivation is a motivation because of intuition. You just know you're doing something right and you work hard and you push yourself, not really pushing yourself even because you like doing it. It's intrinsically motivated to do so. And extrinsic motivation is the motivation that comes from the outside, basically. It's like your rational brain trying to make sense out of the motivation. And there is an overlap when intrinsic motivation becomes rational when the brain understands why you're motivated. So this is kind of the tricky part with explaining intrinsic and extrinsic motivation, is because when your brain understands it, it kind of is not intrinsic motivation anymore. However, it also doesn't cost you anything. And the problem with this is that intrinsic motivation will always be there. It will always be a form of motivation that costs any energy. So intrinsic motivation doesn't cost you any energy. However, extrinsic motivation does cost you energy. So one day you might feel intrinsically motivated to organize your room, and then your brain doesn't understand, like, why would you organize your room? I don't understand it. And then your brain understands, it's like, oh, because of the less cluttered your desk is, the more focused you are. I totally understand it. Now I'm motivated to do it. I'm very extrinsically motivated. I get it. And the next day, you tell yourself, your brain tells you, hey, let's clean the desk now. Let's order your desk now. But you're not intrinsically motivated anymore. You don't feel like doing it. You're like, I don't want to do it. Your body's like, no, I don't want to. And your brain is like, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it anyway, because we have to declutter the desk, because then you will be, way more positive and way more productive. And as you know, it's gonna conflict. Like, now you're not intrinsically motivated anymore, but you convince yourself to do it, and you start doing it like, okay, brain, it makes sense. Let's, clean the desk because now I feel, positive. And the result might be positive. The result be like, oh yeah, I feel nice. It's good. It feels better now. However, you did it out of extrinsic motivation, not out of intrinsic motivation, and that's a problem, because it costs you a little bit of happiness to gain a positive outcome. But you need to find a way to, like, an outcome you weren't even looking for, right? You weren't really looking for making yourself positive because you were not bothered by it. Actually, you felt the need to become positive because you started doing something that wasn't positive. I'm so happy with myself sometimes. Thinking out loud, like pretending I'm talking to someone, it's kind of nice. But again, if you're in a chat, if you want to talk with me, you send your opinions, because this is just like a philosophy kind of thing, right? I'm just spitballing here. I'm just, I didn't do any studies. I didn't learn anything. I just didn't read any experiments or what is it called? It's like science stuff. This is just me thinking out loud. And if you want to challenge it, if you have your own thoughts, if you want to, think about it or share your opinions, be my guest. Yeah, just maybe I can learn something. Maybe you can learn something from me. I don't know. I can probably learn something because I don't know a lot of things. So, let's take a little break first. Just a little quiet time. Fill up my water a bit. Maybe I should start checking the stream if it sounds proper, but I believe it sounds good. Got my little Mikey. You know, we've been streaming for an hour now. I got 2 more hours to go. It's 10. A little exhausted. So I'm gonna take some time and just relax a bit, stretch my legs a bit. Ooh. Maybe, yeah, maybe share the reason why I'm doing this. That could be fun. So, back in the old days, and I'm talking about Pythagoras, that's what we call it in English, right? Pythagoras. And Galileo, that ancient time, like the Egyptians and Greece, it's Greece. The Greek times, the Roman times. Great thinkers and philosophers would just go to the market and start talking about bullshit. Right? They would just put down like a box, go stand on it, and talk about their opinions on life. These days, that doesn't happen as much anymore. People don't really share their thoughts anymore. And I really want to get that back into society again. Just go out there on a stage, grab a mic, talk about your life, talk about what you've learned, talk about what you believe is the right thing. And this is kind of the first step. This stream, me just talking about my thoughts and thinking about different kind of perspectives that are not very, that are not likely shared, maybe I say. That's my way of standing on that public forum, on that board. And this is basically what I believe philosophy is just sharing thoughts and sharing ideas and being challenged on your ideas. So the more I do it, the more I hope other people will join the chat, right? And challenge me and say, Enrique, you're talking bullshit and here's why. And we can have a discussion, right? Or discussion, or we can discuss it, which is probably a discussion, I guess. Sometimes it's also a little nice to listen to the music. It's really calming. I always have this feeling to just go sleep like this. I'm kind of tired, actually. I am kind of tired. Well, I slept early. I turned off all electricity at 7 yesterday, because I could. So, I woke up early as well. But yeah, this stream is meant to connect people and meant to engage in conversation, I would say. One thing. So yeah, sharing my opinion and sharing my thoughts, this is what makes me learn and grow in life, basically. That's actually what I think school should be. Not just a teacher telling you what to do, but going into conversation, saying, hey, today we're gonna talk about this. I prepared, maybe you have prepared. I used this book. You could have used the same book, you know. I'm gonna use this book. I'm gonna talk about this concept and ideas. So yeah, let's discuss. And you're in a room with a lot of people and you discuss the topic. And you're going to talk about the topic. And you're going to say, okay, what I learned was this and this and this. What did you guys learn? If you haven't learned anything, fine, you don't have to. But challenge my thoughts. Challenge my ideas. And the more you challenge the ideas, the more you start understanding them, right? Oh, that hurt. And same goes with psychology, and actually, same goes with physics and math and stuff. You talk about like a chapter, for example, and you just discuss that chapter. And the teacher might have an opinion, and you might have an opinion, and then you learn together. So this is what this stream is about. I'm just gonna talk about extrinsic motivation. And we'll learn together. What do you think about extrinsic motivation? How did you use extrinsic motivation? We talked about habits. What kind of habits do you like, or what kind of habits do you not like? Why do you think habits is a good thing? I believe habits are not a good thing. Put on different hats, check out different opinions. If everyone believes one thing, then there needs to be one person that prepares for the other one. For the other, there needs to be one person that thinks differently. You need to find that one. Because if you're surrounded by people that agree with you all the time, you're not going to grow. You're not going to learn. So you need to surround yourself with people that don't agree with you. Because then you'll be challenged. It could also put some pressure in your confidence, I guess, but this feels comfortable. However, a lecture of 3 hours is a bit much, I guess. We'll see. We'll see. The cool thing is I can repeat whatever I said last hour, so. So for all your viewers out there, welcome to the stream again. Like, the thing is, if I record it all and I make videos out of it, it's not gonna work, right? Because then you can see me talking about the same things over and over again. But yeah, I need someone to make a video, I guess. I need editors. It's pretty cool. A like from Mike 10. How you doing, Mike? Maybe we should talk about entrepreneurship as well. Like this belief people have that entrepreneurship should be only followed in one certain way, right? No, I don't believe that's necessary, though. Actually, I discovered this thing called quantum leadership. It's kind of cool. Quantum leadership is kind of a way of having a company, but knowing that the end result is greater than the sum of all its parts. Which means that because parts are together, it creates more value than only just the sum of it. And when you're aware of that, and when you put that in perspective through all life and business, you'll notice that the one you're competing with is actually the one that makes you grow. it has effect on your growth. It's worse to get your competitor out of the scene. It's better if your competitor is there, because you will grow. Maybe not financially as fast, but you will grow into development. You kind of see that with the Disney movies right now. Because there are not a lot of competitors anymore, the Disney movies are kind of sucky. Like the Star Wars stuff. But yeah, it's pretty great. Thing is, I haven't been sleeping well lately. And I kind of get, I do feel tired a lot right now. Actually, yesterday I slept very, very well. But the days before that I slept with screens on, just so that I don't feel lonely, I guess. Like a lot of people just put something in the background, like someone talking or a YouTube video that someone is talking about something. And people do that out of research. I actually read about this. Most people do this because they don't feel lonely then. Like they feel like someone is there, someone is around them, just talking, you know? They don't feel alone as much. Do you know how crazy of that the solution is? I mean, it's a very good solution. I really, really enjoy that solution. And I think it's such a good solution because would you ever had that in the Middle Ages, you know? Like, how would you solve that problem feeling lonely? Not being able to fall asleep because there's nobody there. You couldn't really. And now you can just turn on YouTube and there's endless amounts of people just talking about random things. You don't even listen to them, you just hear someone talking. I think it's amazing. All right. Let's get back into the nitty-gritty. Just realize that when I had one viewer, it actually was Esther. I thought it was my own stream. So yeah, it's kind of crazy. In the beginning, a lot of people joined the stream, but now it kind of is not happening anymore. And I kind of feel like that's because it's not being put on the news feeds anymore. Or maybe people just don't stay in the stream because I'm not talking about anything. To be honest, talking for 3 hours is a bit long. It's a bit long. But I'll be streaming every day. Okay, so. I do like doing this though. I would love someone to be there, but this is like a training for me. I'm really practicing and looking into the camera. Actually, this is kind of me trying to make eye contact with people. I never do it. I don't know why. It's just so, like, actually it's kind of weird. When I'm on the stage, I can, but when I'm with one-on-one with people, I feel so awkward making eye contact. It's just so weird. Two viewers, how you doing? High five, welcome. Oh man. Like the problem is that the viewer count is not being updated regularly, right? So when I see 0 viewers, I kind of lose energy. And then I realize, hey, there's a 15-second delay. So I should actually be always active because there's a 15-second delay. That means when I see the viewers, that doesn't necessarily mean that they can see my response immediately. They have to wait 15 seconds for the response. So 15 seconds of looking at someone who is not really talking about anything is kind of boring. And I feel like, if you want to say hi, by the way, hey, welcome to the stream. Say hi. I know you're here. I mean, I see you that you're viewing. Say something in chat. That would be amazing. It would also help me with my energy, with my vibe, because I'm a little bit low right now. And it may not seem so, but I am. I'm kind of low energy. That's also because I don't take any breaks. Like, it's just 3 hours, right? I could solder that through. But it's also because I had 0 viewers for a while, and it's just kind of demotivating. And I've been drinking too much water. I can taste it. But yeah, extrinsic motivation. What is your opinion? What do you think? Do you think it's a great thing? And maybe extrinsic motivation is a little bit easy, but what about habits? Actual good habits. Do you think good habits are a good thing? And maybe that's also a little bit too easy, but how about routines then? Like they say, if you keep up a routine, it will turn into a habit. But are routines a good thing? A lot of people say, of course, routines are a good thing. But that is... That's a lot of water. I told you it was not good to drink that much water. Sorry. And my mic is over there, so you could probably hear all that. It's not nice, but you know. It's how it is, I guess. But yeah, so extrinsic motivation, do you think it's a good thing? I don't think it's a good thing. Maybe a different question, kind of related. Habits, good habits in particular. Do you think those are a good thing? Don't think they're a good thing. And the last one, let's discuss about it. Last one is routines. Okay, let's put it this way. A habit is a good thing if the means that you did to get to that routine is a good thing. Maybe even go a little further. Do you think that the result is better than the means that you got the results to? Or that you need to balance out? Like, I disagree with all these statements, right? I don't think that the results, no matter what results, are better than the means or are worth the means. So what if it's balanced, right? Like, what if the means are balanced with the result? Is that a good thing then? I would still say no. Like, if you'd say, okay, I am gonna go to the gym for an hour every day, and the results are that I'm gonna be fit and, you know, successful in life, or stronger or better looking, I don't know. Would you think that's a nice balance and you would be okay with that? I still think it's bad, especially if the means are something you don't like doing. I should say that. I don't think the means, if the means are things you don't like to do, if the means are bad or if the means are negative, let's put it that way, then no matter what the result, you shouldn't do them. And that's a broad statement, I would say. That's a very broad statement. Because again, you could say that if you, I don't know, if you hurt someone, like there's this question on Facebook going around. If you have to hit your best friend, but you'll get $1 million, right? Almost everybody would hit their best friend. Like, you could totally make a deal with your best friend. Your best friend is gonna say, okay, you hit me, but there's probably a reason why you would hit me. Otherwise, why would you hit me? We're best friends. There's no reason for you to hit me, right? Like, especially best friends. You could even say, now I'm going too deep into examples. So, what I'm thinking about is, even though I don't like hitting my friend, but I get $1 million, would I accept that trade? And I would say that's not worth it. I want to argue, I want to put myself in a position to say that the means, even though it's hitting someone or like hitting your best friend, are not correct. I would argue that. I would think that there are no means that will justify the result. That there's the result justify the means. I don't believe in that. I would say. I've never been in such a position, by the way, but I believe that you should not make decisions based on the results that you might get. I believe you should make the decision based on the intuition that tells you what to do, based on intuitively knowing what the right decision is. Because the result could change. Like if I tell you, if you punch someone, you get $1 million, and I punch someone, I don't get $1 million, right? A little bit stupid for me to punch that person in the first place then, right? Yeah, I would say that. I would say that the reason why the result will never justify the means is because you don't know whether or not you get the result. So during the moment, it is wrong, but in the end, it might work out for the best. That's how you should view it all the time. Like you're doing something, however, the future doesn't exist. So you're working on something right now, but you do not even know for certain you'll get the same result. You might go with the odds, like a poker game, like what are the odds that the result will be positive for me? And then you make your decision on it. But I would argue that intuitively you know what to do. Yeah, I would say that. It's kind of fun talking about this. It's kind of fun talking about this, but I noticed myself looking at the time a lot, but oh, let me. Man, I need something that, what's this? Maybe if I use more of the blanket. I don't need a lot on the ground, I need a lot behind the couch. So I need to do this. I think I need to do this. I don't really have a lot of knowledge about this, to be honest. Like if I do this, would it stay a little bit more in place? I think so. I think this is nice. Right? All right. This is great. I'm having a great time. Like the thing is, I can't open any windows because there's so much construction going on outside, and hopefully it doesn't get picked up by the microphone, but it could be. It could totally be picked up. Should I get like an XLR microphone? You know, sharing thoughts with you guys is fun, but I would really appreciate if you would also share your thoughts with me, because then we got something to talk about, you know? And right now I'm just trying to feel the air and feel the space a bit, but not really talking about anything. So maybe I should prepare these kind of things, right? Have topics to talk about. Like just, I'm gonna have 4 15 minutes times 3 is 12 topics, and every 15 minutes I got something to talk about. Because now I have to think of topics, right? Maybe that would be a good point. Plan a little bit in ahead. Because now I'm just sitting here thinking about stuff, talking about nothing. But if I have a little bit of a plan, I kind of, you know, have a structure to fall upon. Which is kind of fun because structure is kind of a habit, isn't it? Or a routine. All right, I'm gonna change it up. I'll be changing up the view a bit. I'm changing up the view, guys. Oh, you can see me doing it, but it's kind of boring. Put this right there so I can see it. You can see my whole setup. Now we gotta make this work. Work. Oh, please work. I always hate it when this happens, you know? Should I? I'm gonna go fix my microphone first. Let's change microphones. Hello. Test. That's great. Change my microphone. Now we're gonna change the camera. Change the camera. Great. Put this there. Kind of point it towards me a little bit. Hello? It's not working. Yeah, the batteries are not gonna be fun here. Threadcam. Threadcam? Yay! Great. Yeah, these mics are a little bit quick on the batteries, guys. A little bit quick on the batteries. So I'm gonna think about setting up an XLR microphone so I can just stay in there. Sit in maybe have a boomer microphone, I guess. And now I kind of press this button. Yeah, it works. It works, it works. Great. And now you can see what I'm doing. Yes, I'm so happy. Great. Put this out, put this down. All right, what we'll be doing next? What will we be doing next? I'll be right back, actually. I'll be right back. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Which one is it? You know what? I'm gonna play Kind Words. Let's see. Oh, it's a deer. How fun. I was talking about polygamy. Polygamy? Polygamy. I'll read it later. I'll read it later, not on the stream. I don't feel like doing this either. What do I feel like doing? From 9 to 12. What time is it? It's almost 11. Guys, what do you think? What should I do? I should actually get an XLR. XLR. Shotgun? Let's go figure out what a shotgun microphone is so I can set it up in my room. Ah, okay. Okay. Okay, we're gonna go get a microphone, guys, so I can record my phones more properly, and I'm gonna get an XLR because I can't use my other mics, my friends. Hello, viewer, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Welcome. We just talked about extrinsic motivation, but my microphone ran out of battery. So I kind of gave up, but yeah, if you're interested in talking about extrinsic motivation, then what is your opinion about them? I don't like them, but maybe you do. Maybe you do. Where's my shotgun microphone? There it's cool. So I'm gonna get a shotgun microphone. And I think I'm just gonna get the cheapest one, I guess. Jeez, what the hell? Maybe I should do some research. But I also need so should I go with Sennheiser or Rode? I do have a Rode equipment stuff, but I need to learn more about this, guys. No. I don't need a windshield. Let's get a microphone, guys. I think I should just go this one. This time seems good, right? Am I zoomed out? Let me just do this. Do you have any knowledge about microphones? Reviews. Wow. I feel like this is okay. I'm gonna go with this one. This seems good enough for me. I don't need a lot, but I probably need cables as well. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and need the cables. So where can I find cables? Wait, what's in the box? What's in the box? But I don't need a power module, do I? Oh, I get this. Okay. I think I'm. Wait, what is the? Is it XLR? It's got to be XLR, is it? It's got to be XLR. Please tell me it's XLR. I need to look into it. Need XLR. Wait. Oh, wait. I saw it. Why? Give me XLR. Can I not go up and down? Oh man. There's a video. Oh. Do we just assume it's XLR? You know what? Sennheiser MP66. You guys think it's XLR? I think it's XLR. Oh, by the way, if you have questions about extrinsic motivation, then please tell me. Right now, I'm just looking for a microphone because my other microphone ran out of battery. It's not the best thing. It's not the best thing. Whoa. Okay. Do I have enough for that? Interesting. I think so. Yeah, but this is XLR. This is definitely XLR. Okay, so let's think about it. Blimp. Like, I don't even know what it is. Right? Called S series blimp. Should I just go buy this, guys? I could totally afford it. I can actually afford it. Because that way I don't need my but I don't think I need the powering module because I'm putting it in a mixer immediately. I think I only need this one. Okay, wait, guys, I'm gonna go do this. Actually, do I need it? I'm gonna need that bag as well, actually. I'm gonna add that. Male to female, do I need that? Oh, I don't know if I need male to female. I think I need male to male. Let me see here. Let me see here. What the hell is going on? I just need male to... I need male to female, female to female, and male and male to male. Like those is... that one is male. Because I don't know which one... Oh man. Would that be, if I have, that would be male, and this one is, okay, I'm just gonna go with, I'll just see what happens. Where is the divine one? This one? Because that can go here and that one, yeah, okay. It's 3 meters enough? I don't think so. Oh, did I press the wrong button? What's going on? Wait. It's just standing. There you go. Yay. I'm back. Hello. I am, right now, you can't see it, but I'm ordering like a microphone and everything, and not really talking about extrinsic motivation, but if you want to talk about it, please do so. The problem was that my microphone died. So I'm now using this one. It's a good one, a very nice one, but I can't sit in the couch, you know? So I'm just using this one now. And I'm making an order of a lot of stuff that I'm gonna buy. And hopefully it all fits. So what's the amount? Wait, do I have a company account here? I have to, like, because it's all private, you can only see my face right now. But we'll change that up. This face is gonna change, but not right now, because I need to do password stuff, and I need to know, you know, do payment stuff, and it's all a little bit confusing. So what's this one? Do I use this one? All right. Yeah, this one. Okay. But yeah, welcome to the stream. I'm very happy that you come watch me. I'm very happy that you are interested in inner confidence and extrinsic motivation. Because extrinsic motivation is very important. Extrinsic motivation is something that people, you know, overestimate, I would even say, because it's not that good. It's very important, but it's not that good. You don't want it. You don't want it. I mean, what is your opinion? What is your opinion about extrinsic motivation? Do you like it? Don't you like it? Do you love it? Don't you love it? Everything is freezing right now. It's not working. Why is everything not working? I don't know. Okay. All right, let's do this again. Okay, so what do I do? What do we do? I'll do this one. I'll do this one. Yeah, I'll do it tomorrow. Should I do this way? I'll do this one. I'll make a payment, guys. I'm making a payment. So have patience, please. Phone. All right. I'm getting a microphone. A shotgun microphone. Sure. Let me see here, 1300. What's coming? Okay. By the way, I'm super glad and happy that you're here. It's amazing. But yeah, if you were looking for, oh wait, is that just me? Am I talking to myself right now? Probably. Because yeah, it's probably me. Whoa. Okay. So I gotta pick a bank. Can I please want to have that one? I'm gonna do it this way. Then I'm gonna go do this one. Okay. Oh, I gotta go do this one. Do this one. Do this one. Oh shit, I did it wrong. Do this one. Hello, this one. Log in. Okay, and do my password. Don't say your password out loud because we're streaming. Don't do it. And then, yes. No, not this one. This one. Yes. Pay, please. Getting a microphone! Yay! All right, getting a microphone so we don't have to worry about batteries anymore. Actually, should I get like this rechargeable batteries? Are there rechargeable batteries? Holy moly. Do I need 2 of these? I don't know. I don't know. Probably need 2 of them. Interesting. But how do I know if they're charged? All right. Oh, cool. Just 1 second, guys. I gotta buy one more thing and then we can talk again. Oh, Jesus. It's getting mad. Damn. All my passwords and everything. All right. It's the same. Oh no, I don't know all the information. Where's my information? Let's get that information out. Oh, should I actually? I should do that. So what is my beta A thingy? Okay. Did I do it wrong? Oh, okay. My bad. Okay, what's my KVK thingy? Oh man. So much information. Okay. Sure. One second, guys. 1 second, guys. Okay. What? Do that. Okay. Yeah, sure. One more payment and then we're done. I know it's very boring. It's very boring. I know. But I'm getting microphones, guys, so you can hear me better. My other microphone kind of ran out of battery, so I couldn't do that. 1 second. Paying for stuffs real quick. Getting another mic. Nice. Complete. All right. I think we're good. I think we're good. We good? Yeah, we're good. All right. Good. So we're getting a mic now. And I'm gonna, you know, do the last 1 hour here. Oh, I'm a little bit low in my... So, there we go. So my name is Enrique Eckenbach and this is the Open Coffee stream. We've been streaming for a while already, but you know, my microphone kind of died and we were talking about extrinsic motivation. It's kind of the same. It has touching points with yesterday's stream about discipline. Of course, I don't agree, right? I never agree with my statements, but extrinsic motivation is just not, I don't like it. Nope. You should not have it. You should not work on it. You should not improve on it. Extrinsic motivation is bad overall thing. And the reason why I say this is because the reason why you need extrinsic motivation is the reason why you think you need extrinsic motivation. That's why I'm against it. So when you go back to your life, basically, and you look at the moments in your life you needed to motivate yourself, or you needed extrinsic motivations, then what comes to mind? And if you're in the chat and you want to give your opinion, feel free to give your opinion. I'm very open to it. I'm very curious what you guys think. But the moments I needed extrinsic motivation, I really needed to motivate myself, right? Think of anything to motivate myself, was in moments when I didn't want to. You know, when I didn't want to go to the gym, I need to extrinsic motivate myself. When I don't want to make food and eat healthy, I need to extrinsically motivate myself to do so. Well, you can kind of keep doing that, right? You can kind of keep in that same thought process by saying, I only want to do things because I have to do them. And that's when I need extrinsically motivation for. I only need extrinsic motivation because I have to do things I don't want to do. So, what's the solution, you might say? The solution is don't do the things you don't want to do. And that may sound a little bit weird. So we all have goals we want to reach. But it is never worth it to spend happiness to reach your goal. It's never worth it. First of all, you're not sure you're gonna reach your goal. Second of all, you don't know if you want to reach that goal later in your life. And thirdly, will your happiness be, how long will you enjoy your happiness? Because if you're spending happiness right now to reach your goal, you better have equally or more happiness after you reach that goal. And how many times is that the case? And I'm gonna give a weird example, which is school. Most of the time you extrinsically motivate yourself to get a degree. And when you get the degree, you only spend a little bit of time on it. Like you only are happy for a little bit of time. So why I'm saying this is because if you keep living your life by spending happiness to become happy later, however, the drawback is not as happy as you would. Like when you go to school, right? When you do college, after you graduate, you're happy for a bit, and then you start work and you say, okay, I want to be happy in the future. What do I do? It's the wrong way of thinking. It's the very wrong way of thinking. Because you're trading happiness to reach a goal, to be happy. That's the dumbest thing you can do. Be happy now so you don't need to reach your goal. One more thing. Every time you wake up in the morning, you have grown a bit. So your future self is way more experienced than you are at the moment. You will only grow. You will only get better. So if you're able to make ends meet in the stage you are now, you're definitely able to make ends meet later when you're older. So the future you is always gonna be a stronger and better version than the person you are at the moment. And the only possible way that you can not be better than you are in the moment is by being afraid of the future, being afraid that you're not gonna make it. Because the fear will cause you to do things that actually breaking down your body. It's actually gonna be destructive to you. So find solace in knowing that you will be a way better version of the person that you are at the moment by just living your life, by not worrying, by not having stress, just doing your thing. And the most important thing is by doing the thing that you like to do. I believe that's the very important thing to notice about it. So I'm gonna tell you, I bought a lot of stuff, so we're Gucci now. Oh, wrong button. Yeah, okay, I missed all my chats now. Damn it. Oh man, I'm kind of tired. What can we do now? What do you guys, what do you want to do? Want to talk about extrinsic motivation? We can totally talk about extrinsic motivation. Do you want to? We can totally do that. Actually, I'm gonna sit like this and I'm looking straight at you. Microphone like that. Um, so later today, I'm meeting up with a friend of mine, so I need to be sharp a little bit. Um, so yeah, that's what's happening right now. Need to be sharp. We're gonna talk about a lot of stuff. Oh, I should do my homework at 12, actually. It's 11:11, guys. 11:11. That means power, strongness. You know, in numerology, it's like a spiritual kind of thing. I am born at 12 August 1999, 1998, 30 years old, almost 31. And if you calculate that back, like 1208, 1998, 1989, it will add up to 11. Add up slash subtract slash forgetting numbers. And 11 is supposedly amazingly awesome number. Yep. Yep. So cool things gonna happen, man. Cool things. So the problem with not really having a schedule to talk about is that I don't know what to do right now. I kind of discussed everything, but you guys didn't see everything. So do you want me to talk about the same thing again? Like extrinsic motivation is very interesting to talk about, of course. But this is not a class. This is just like sharing thoughts, right? So maybe I have to write down like statements that I can talk about for 50 minutes. And every 50 minutes I have like, you know, something to think of and something to unravel. Gonna be difficult, I guess. Because, you know, I've been streaming now for almost 3 hours. It's 11:15. It's almost 11:15. So yeah, I'm not sure that it's a good thing. I'm not sure that's a good thing. I'm really hoping that people here, like maybe Nick, you know, if you're here, do you want to share some thoughts? Like the problem is I can't sit on the couch right now because reasons. But tomorrow I'm gonna get a delivery, so hopefully tomorrow I can. Hopefully tomorrow everything will be fine. But yeah, so tomorrow I'll have a delivery. I have a few bags and a few stands, a cable, an XLR cable, so I gotta have a shotgun. Oh, a delivery. Oh, no delivery. I thought there was a delivery. I am super hungry, by the way. But I have to keep on going. This is more a training for me than it actually is a performance or something fun for you guys. Because I'm training myself to think about stuff and talk about stuff for a long period of time. And it's kind of exhausting. I can't be entertaining for 3 hours straight. So I have to train myself to do so. Which is extrinsic motivation, I guess. But the difference here is I like doing it. I have fun doing this. I tell myself to. So yeah. Right now you're just looking at my face, and sometimes I look like that way, because that way is where the chat is, and then I can see you guys a bit more. And sometimes I look down because that's where my phone is. But if I look like this, so you don't really know that I'm on my phone right now. I think. Okay, you don't. You can tell. But I don't care. Um, so yeah, this is fun. This is fun. And like 40 more minutes, guys, 40 more minutes. So if there's anyone that hasn't, actually, I should make that. So what is the subject we're going to talk about next 15 minutes? We're going to talk about, like, the thing is, I already talked about so many things about extrinsic motivation that when we're at the end of the stream, it's getting a little bit redundant, because I can go through the whole thing again, and it would be interesting for the people that are new, that are just discovering the stream. It would be fun. Well, fun is a big word, but yeah, it's new to them, right? To you, I should say you. It's new to you. Oh, don't touch my camera. Put my hair back and forth. Like I've got a little, yeah. So yeah, like extrinsic motivation. I'll just talk, and sometimes someone shows up and he says, "Hey, how you doing, man?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. How you doing?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm doing great, man. How you doing?" And we'll do that. Dude, I miss Netflix. I used to have Netflix, but broke up and everything, and maybe I should get Netflix myself. Should I get Netflix myself? I could give up Disney Plus and get Netflix. Because I'm not really watching Disney Plus. Yeah, but Disney Plus is kind of fun. Oh, I got Phineas and Ferb on Disney Plus. I gotta keep it. Oh man, should I get Disney Plus? Should I get Disney Plus? Netflix. So that was boring for you guys. Yeah, of course, because I was looking at myself. And this is the moment when a new viewer comes. Hello, viewer. How you doing? Sorry, I don't know what to do right now. I was hoping someone in the chat was like saying, "Hey, what's up?" But that wasn't happening either. And I need to be entertained. Okay, so energy for entertainment. Been doing this for 3 hours. It's fucking horrible. No, it's fun. It's fun. It's fun. So, what is the cool thing about talking with you guys? Well, the cool thing is that I get to talk about, extrinsic motivation. And motivation is something that I'm really passionate about. So if you have any questions or any topics we can talk about, please do so and send a message. I'm gonna, streaming is not as easy as you might think it is, right? Filming a video or YouTube video or something like that, it's horrible as it is. But you kind of had a script and you only have to do it for a bit. But streaming is just, you have to keep talking. There is no do-overs. There is just you and me, well, camera and me. And in the beginning, it's fun. Like for the first hour, I got stuff to talk about. But, the longer it goes, the less things I gotta talk about, And now we're on the last few minutes. Like it's 11:21 right now. So it's only 40 minutes. And then I get to quit, or at least, do something else. I'll probably keep streaming for a bit. But until then, I need to be entertaining. And I came to think about, do you remember when you were little? There were always in the morning, there were like these TV shows, these game shows, right? And they're like, hey, call us now to win this and this and this prize if you know what the answer is. We're looking for an animal that is gray, incredibly heavy and big, and has a great memory. Do you know this animal? Called this number on the screen, right? Do you remember those game shows? Those people didn't know how many people were watching, and they had to entertain for 3 hours. They had to be cool, they had to be smiling. Man, that's some tough job. It's a tough job. I wouldn't know how to deal with that. But I'm practicing right now. But yeah, I'm gonna need some pointers. So if you're in the chat, if you want to say, hey, I'll help you, I'll support you, I'll say something, let me write a comment or something, and you know, we can talk about this subject, and please do so. Or maybe I should just start talking about extrinsic motivation, actually. So let's talk about extrinsic motivation. So I hate extrinsic motivation. Extrinsic motivation, do not focus on extrinsic motivation. Extrinsic motivation is something you should not focus on. And the reason why, if you know the answer why, call this number. No, the reason why you should not focus on extrinsic motivation is because extrinsic motivation is helping you do things you don't really want to do. It's kind of capturing you. It's kind of holding you into place. That's not a good thing. Because if you learn how to give up, you learn how to find new paths, find new opportunities. But if you don't give up, you will never be able to find that path. And the cool thing about finding new paths is when you find a path that you like to do and you're intrinsically motivated to do so, then life is going to be amazing. Because there's a difference, right? There's different kinds of motivation. There's extrinsic motivation and intrinsic motivation. And if you find intrinsic motivation, you're king of the world. Life is going to be super easy. So I hear you ask, what the hell is intrinsic motivation then? Well, let me tell you. Intrinsic motivation, I'm so confused. I'm really distracted by my own face. I don't know why. Let's put it this here. So, you. By the way, this stream might seem like something for you, like that I entertain you or educate you or whatever, but it is actually for me. Like, I need to practice looking into a camera. I need to practice just being entertaining. I need to practice to not be distracted by anything around me, whilst also keep an eye on the chat and also keep in mind of my stream whether it's working. So, to be clear, this is me practicing. And I only have to practice for about 36 more minutes and we're done. But until then, let's have a talk. So, I like doing that. That's fun to do. You probably don't hear me do that because this suppression is amazing. Let's talk about extrinsic motivation. If you really want to have a conversation, you're not talking with me, guys. It's so fun. Sometimes I see this number one showing. Actually, can I trick myself? Can I just see me as a number one? Let me trick myself. Well, how do I trick myself? Let me trick myself. I want to watch myself. Bush. Is it tricking? Oh, trick myself. Okay, I think I tricked myself now. Oh shit. Okay. Put this somewhere. Yeah, I think I tricked myself. So there's one person viewing. But that's me, so there's no person viewing. Oh, it shows at 0. That's not fun. Wait, another idea. What if I do this and I make an incognito thingy? Just gonna do this. Does this help? Help now. Does it count? Does this count? I am viewing. I think I'm viewing. but it says 0. So I don't think I'm viewing. Man, I can't even trick myself. Okay, whatever. So I will not be tricking myself. I will just be talking to you guys. But yeah, the cool thing about intrinsic motivation, it's kind of connected to intuition. And the reason why I say that, intuition is like the most beautiful thing a human being has, right? Intuition is amazingly awesome. And you can tell, and you can kind of prove to yourself that the reason why it is awesome is because when you make decision not based on intuition, like when you don't listen to intuition, horrible stuff used to happen. Like, look back on a decision you made that were not based on intuition, like important decisions, right? When you knew you had to go left, but you took right. Like, rationally speaking, you had to go right, but intuitively you knew you actually wanted to go left. And every time you'd go with that rational thought, going right, well, shit hits the fan, right? Actually, that's a very fun metaphor. I kind of picture it now, shit hitting a fan. It's crazy. But yeah. However, if you go with your gut and go left, life will be amazing. But maybe not in the beginning. Maybe in the beginning it will be sucky, but after that it'll get better. So it's kind of a trade. And the reason why people don't tend to take the intuitive path or the path of intuition is because it does feel scary for your mind, right? It doesn't make logical sense. It doesn't sound rational. So I would say, one more thing: extrinsic motivation keeps you in the comfort zone. Also, comfort zone is something for your rational brain to be in. Intuition wants to be outside of the comfort zone most of the time, unless you can change the mindset from what's it called? Unless you can change the mindset from being afraid of intuition to liking intuition, be comfortable in intuition, because then the comfort zone and intuition will be the same thing. But then again, would it be called a comfort zone if you follow your intuition? Maybe there's a different word for that then. But yeah, so this was me talking about a lot of shit. I'm kind of pretty much done talking. I can't push myself any further than this. So I'm just gonna play chess now. I'll stay online, but I'm gonna play chess. There we go. Ooh. So if you want to see me play chess, then be my guest. It would be fun. I'm horrible at it. I'm not very good at it, but yeah, I'm trying. I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best. Oh man, I lost a little thingy. Whatever. So let's play some chess, shall we? Play a new game. Play bullet chess. So I got 1 minute to play this game. Yeah, there we go. 1 minute to play the game. All right. Yeah. Oh, I fucked up. Oh, he fucked up. Yeah, I'll go back. Okay, we're gonna trade here. Oh shit, I couldn't have done that. Oh, my bad. I messed up. I kind of messed up here. I kind of messed up. I messed up. I don't know what to do here. I messed up a lot, guys. I messed up a lot. I am messing up a lot. Oh, he's not doing it. Okay. Okay, okay, I go here. I'll take this, I'll take this, I'll do this. I'll do this. Oh, I made a mistake. I wanted to do that actually. Oh, cool. I messed up. 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 Because I wasn't thinking fast enough. Oh, seriously? Okay. 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 I think I messed up. I think I am going to mess up big time here. Do this. Do this. Do this. This. Do this. Check. 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 We can't castle now. Move this one. Oh shit, I messed up. I messed up. I messed up a lot. I messed up a lot. I don't know where to go. Panic mode. Trade pieces, please. Thank you. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, I'm struggling. I'm struggling. I'm struggling. How much time does he have? He has too much time. I messed up a lot. Let's play new again. Oh, cool. I can play it now. Okay. I'll take that. Oh no. Checkmate. Oh, I suck. I suck. I learned by doing this so much, right? I learned by doing this. Oh, I fucked up again. I need to play this first. What? Okay. Oh man, I'm dumb. I'm so dumb. I ruined it. I ruined it. I ruined it. Oops. Wrong opening. Keep doing stupid stuff, man. Okay. Cool. Uh, uh, Really? Yeah, won! He could have escaped, I guess. Well, that was fun. I won a game. I did misplay a lot, but you know. Okay. That was fun. I am done. Crazy thing is, I'm supposed to talk about cool stuff, but I can't think of anything. I can't think of any cool stuff, man. I did play a little bit of chess now, just to refresh in the mind, I guess. Just refreshing the mind. I know there's nobody here. Oh, man. Doing this for 3 hours is really tiring. I keep telling myself that, but maybe I should be more positive, you know? Maybe I should be more enthusiastic about it. But let's think about what we're gonna talk about tomorrow. I would say habits. Habits are bad. And the first 15 minutes, I'm going to talk about open coffee. Then the next 15 minutes, I'm going to talk about habits, I guess, good habits. Do you think I should write this down? Like the important thing is that I have something to talk about, because talking to nobody for 3 hours is draining me a bit. It's not fun. It's not fun. So having distractions would be nice. Just 15-minute distractions. Like, I know how to build a routine, but what is the purpose of a routine actually? Like, maybe we should talk about like habits and routines. I don't know, motivation I should be in there, I guess. What else? Right, alternatives, maybe? I need 12 topics, because there's 12 times 15 minutes, right? And we got 3 hours. Interesting. Maybe I should start writing them down. Like, the cool thing is I can repeat myself. I mean, there are so many things I can talk about, because people are not going to stay here for 3 hours, right? They come and go. So I don't have to find new things to talk about. I can just recycle the things I have talked about. Yeah, maybe we should do that. Maybe I should do that. Recycling stuffs. Maybe the goal of the stream can be one. Yeah, but I shouldn't talk about it at the beginning, I guess. I should talk about it later. Huh. I am curious, like, what kind of people are watching even? Like, nobody now, but, you know, what is the dynamic? Like, who clicked it? Did anyone actually click it in the first place? Dungeon. 11:40, okay. 20 more minutes. I'm really counting it down. Maybe, why would I stream if it's not even entertaining for me to stream? Like, why would I do that? What's my motivation to keep sitting here? To be honest, I shouldn't be. If I would listen to myself and my own advice, I would say just don't do it then. But there's something fun about it. I don't know. It's just something that makes me sit here and just talking about nothing. Kind of makes it fun to do so. It's very interesting concept, actually. because I don't believe that I'm motivating myself to stay or something. And I'm not pushing myself to do something I don't want to do. Also, tomorrow is going to be a great day. Because tomorrow I'll have a new microphone setup stuff thing. It cost me 250 euros, which is a bit much. I do agree. But now that I bought it once, I can, you know, hold it for longer. I can use this more often now. I'm also thinking about food, actually. I'm gonna go get food, but we're planning on having food with Joe, but you know, I am not the richest person. Actually, I'm kind of rich right now. I should be able to afford it now. It's gonna cost me most likely 1%. Do I have 10 euros a day? No. Do I? Well, not anymore, actually. I just spend a lot of money. Actually, I got a lot of money because I have some cash, I guess. So I'm actually saving a bit of money. Yeah, that's a very interesting topic. I should withdraw some money, because the thing is, I learned that saving money, not borrowing or loan, saving money on the bank actually costs you money as well. Didn't know that. I learned that later, 2 days ago, I guess. There was this public service announcement kind of thing, you know? But yeah, it's cool, guys. It's cool. It's fun to have chats with you and to share philosophy with you guys. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's again, it's for me, it's a little bit of a practice kind of run, because I feel like this open coffee sessions, this TV show kind of thing, this 3-hour segment, I think it gotta be useful. All I need is guests. Ooh, I should think about that. I should invite people. I should invite people. That makes things easier. I should invite people to the stream. I'm gonna go do that. I guess that's my new segment. So I'm gonna invite people to talk about philosophy and you know, have a chat. I'm gonna go do that. I'm gonna invite people to talk. But that means I need to redesign everything for 720p, which is pretty annoying, actually. Okay, I'm gonna go plan that. I'm gonna go set it up. So every day at 10 o'clock, I need someone to talk to. Okay, so I need to find speakers. People want to talk, all right? We got a viewer. We got a viewer. 15 seconds after you came. Hopefully you can hold on for 15 seconds. But yeah, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Extrinsic motivation. It's horrible. Don't do it. What's your opinion? Want to share your opinion? Huh? You're saving the stream. If you say something, you'll be saving the stream. Maybe it's Neek. Is it Neek? Let's see if it's Neek. Maybe it's Neek. But I'm still excited, even though, you know, it could. No, he's not online. Oh, it's not Neek. Okay, someone else. So someone else. Hi, how are you doing? My name is Enrique. I'm here from Open Coffee, and we are opening, you know, the chat and the comment section to talk about extrinsic motivation. Do you or don't you agree with it? Do you think it's a good thing? Do you think it's a bad thing? I believe it's a bad thing, by the way. Extrinsic motivation is a horrible thing. So maybe you can share your opinion and then we can work it out. What do you think? I mean, you still got 10 more minutes to fill the stream, right? So we might not be able to have enough time to, you know, get into a strong debate, you know? You know, or you can just chill, you know, be in, because I don't know who you are, right? So I just see a number 1, that there's 1 viewer. I see that, but I don't know who you are. So maybe introduce yourself, say hey and what's up, you know, share a little story. As you can see in the chat, I have been alone for a long ass time. I might almost say desperation hit. No, I'm basically torturing myself right now. I'm just sitting here talking about nothing. Well, I have to talk about something, but I've been doing this for 3 hours, man. It's taking a lot of energy and mental fortitude even. And in 2 hours, I'm gonna have a conversation again for a long time. It's gonna drain more energy and mental fortitude. So yeah. So yeah, that's why it's not very entertaining right now, because, you know, this stream is until 12 and it's almost 12, and, you know, the end of the stream is a little bit boring. It appears to be. I didn't know it was gonna be boring. I thought I was probably able to talk for 3 hours straight, but I'm not. I'm not able to do that. I don't know why. I kind of underestimated myself, or overestimated. I overestimated myself, you know? So yeah, it's a problem. It's a problem. I should really focus on the things I like to do and I like to talk about, but I can't really. So I got a solution though. I got a solution. I'm gonna work on finding people who want to talk with me, and invite them to the stream, and then have like this stream with them from 9 till 10. I'll be talking about a topic. Will be random topic, and then from 10 to 11, I will have a podcast with someone, or someone is just talking about a topic together, right? And then from 11 to 12, we'll be playing kind words, maybe. We're gonna add in a little bit of kind words. So yeah, that's probably what we're gonna do. Now the thing is, I'm kinda, I kinda need to adjust all the screens then, because right now you only see me, right? It's only this face you're seeing. But when we're two people, I need 2 cameras, right? I need two views, so you see 2 people. Also, I'm using this time of streaming for 3 hours a day to practice looking in the camera, because I'm looking at myself and not at you. And if I'm, you know, doing a performance, if I am an actor, if I am a presenter, I should be looking in the camera and or at the chat, because you are over there. That's the chat. Maybe I should move it there. I'm gonna move the chat. No, I can't, because the chat is... No, I'll move the chat. Boop. Move the chat, so the chat is now there. My face is over there, and your face is over there. I mean, I assume that your face is over there, because maybe, you know, you're not looking exactly at me right now at the stream. But hey, don't let me distract you. What do you think of extrinsic motivation? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Well, what's your opinion here? What do you think? Oh yeah, there's a 15-second delay, by the way. So after I say it, there's a 15-second delay, and then I see your message. So yeah, that's also a thing. So you're gonna send a message right now, and you send it, but it won't show up on the stream because there's a delay, right? But it will show up in 15 seconds. After 15 seconds, it will show up. Oh, you. Why did you leave? God. Nobody wants to help me. Oh well, it works that way. Let me do this. Sometimes when you are oh shit. Sometimes when you are in a viewing party kind of thing, you know. Was it Anton? Is it Anton doing this? Like it says in the chat that you're like someone is watching with you, right? I'll do this. So now I've got my actual stream, like the live feed over there. I've got my face over there. I've got the chat over there, and I've got a camera over there. And I need to teach myself to look at the camera. I should look at the camera more and then talk about shit in the camera. So yeah. Now I'm looking at myself, just explaining stuff, but I can't hear myself. Oh, it's actually way cooler if I look in the camera. I should look in the camera more. I should practice that. I should practice looking in the camera more. It's not just the face or just the voice. It's more. It's more than that. It's actually looking in the camera. It's very important. And it's difficult to do so. It's difficult to make videos, man. It's difficult because the camera is not acting. It's not doing anything. And I'm sneaking peeks, like really quickly sneaking some peeks to see what it looks like. But I really can't see it now. I have to stop the stream, and then I've got to, you know, open up the Facebook page, and I'm gonna look at it on you know, on my big screen, and I'm gonna listen to what my voice is like. If I need to edit my voice a bit more, I need to make adjustments to the sounds, maybe make the sound, the background music a little bit louder. So yeah. Again, I'm not sure what I'm looking at, but am I looking at myself? I am not entertained. I'm not entertained. It's kind of fun. But, so it's the end of the stream almost. Let me talk about inner confidence. Okay, this is something I like to talk about. So the reason why we're doing this stream is because I believe that connection is important. Talking to people, interaction, you know, sharing thoughts, I think that's important. And I'm gonna do that with this video thing. So if you're interested in talking with me, then well, go on, have this discussion. And the cool thing is there's a Discord channel, right? There's a Discord channel. You get to join the Discord channel, and then you get to talk to me in real life, right? So you don't have to wait for the delays, for 15-second stuff. You get just to talk to me. It will also be on the stream though, so be aware of that. But at least there's no delay. And we can discuss like amazing topics. For example, I don't have an example. Like extrinsic motivation. Like don't do extrinsic motivation. And you tell me why you should do it, and I tell you why you shouldn't, and we'll talk about it. And oh man, I really gotta practice this. Gotta practice this. I'll be streaming for 3 hours, and it's crazy difficult. Streaming for 3 hours is crazy difficult, guys. It's crazy difficult. But I'm practicing, and hopefully I can work it out, and hopefully I'm getting better. But yeah, no, I think I'm getting better. I think I'm improving. I'm talking to the camera a little bit more. Like the lens, you gotta get used to that lens that's focusing on you, like doing that thing in your eyes, right? Find the lens and looking straight into the lens, and yeah, I'm doing that now. So if I can just picture like a person over there talking to me, maybe that's better. Like just pictures, visualize, looking into someone's eyes, and then telling them what I want to tell them. However, when you have a conversation, you tend to look away a lot, right? You tend to look other directions. So I don't know, it's a good thing, because in the case of video, you actually keep looking at the camera. You should be find that interaction, you know? It's a little bit more difficult than I thought it would be. Maybe I should look at people like their cameras. Maybe that's better, because if I get used to looking at the camera right now and I want to talk to other people, then I gotta get used to, you know, just pretending that's a camera and then talk to people. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Oh man, it's kind of, actually it's way more entertaining if I look in the camera more. I should look in the camera more. That's gonna be my lesson. We've got 4 more minutes to end the stream. I always end the stream the same way, right? A message to all billionaires out there, like looking at you, all you billionaires. I'm gonna need 300,000 euros. Yes, I'm gonna need 300,000 euros because I'm gonna, you know, support all the coaches and freelancers that are doing coaches, and I want to give them a basic income to really develop into something big, because I believe there's not enough coaches. There need to be more coaches, and the reason why I think that is because everybody is different. Like, I might like one person, but I don't like the other person, but the other person that I don't like is actually teaching me what I want to know. So it's a difficult thing. Like, I need to basically have 500 people teaching the same course, but because they are unique people, it will be slightly different. And so yeah, I think there should be more coaches. So yeah, more coaches, please. That's what I think. So 300,000 euros, I can pay coaches to, you know, do their thing, give them a basic income. Remember that, billionaires, mission, contact me. Okay? 3 more minutes. It's really a countdown for me. Really difficult. Yeah, I'm sorry. I just don't, yeah. 3 hours talking to nobody is crazy difficult, guys. It's crazy difficult. But, you know, I learned from it. It was fun. I'm going to do it again tomorrow. I'm going to get used to this. But tomorrow, I'm a little bit more prepared, right? Tomorrow, I'm a little bit more prepared. Got some topics. I've got some, you know, separate everything in 15 minutes, right? Every quarter of an hour, like 1/4 of an hour. I have something to talk about. So thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching a bit. And I'll see you tomorrow with a new subject. Goodbye.